And a reminder that USA Rugby is proud partner with the College Rugby Association of America for the 2026 academic year. With USA Eagles team today, we're here to support this experience for all student athletes. Learn more about USA Eagles and
Welcome back. I'm Carly Waters, joined by Eagle 497 Bryce Campbell. Thanks for tuning in as we take on the CRAA Women's D1 title match. We have had inconsistent weather all day, so the field is certainly going to be slick and fast, and I'm excited to see how these teams take it on. Our center referee today is Emma Clary, joined by Piper Zavin and Havani Kiahau, all hailing from the NorCal Ref Society. Bryce, what are you looking forward to going into this match?
Well, Carly, this is the big one. This is the one we've all been waiting for. Life have shown that they've got what it takes, certainly. But BYU haven't come here just to participate. They want to come in. They want to be a competitive game, and they want to win this thing. So these teams are both full of future Eagles, and I'm just really excited to watch them show their best out here at this venue. And it looks like it's dried up a little bit, so should be a little bit more ball in play. Definitely.
Both teams have certainly put themselves in the best position in order to compete today. BYU plays across 2 different leagues, being able to get as many opportunities within the 15s field as possible, and Life as well is playing both CRAA and Women's Division I rugby, so they have players going in and out and creating opportunities for themselves.
These are 2 teams who are really eager just to compete. You can tell since they both play in multiple leagues, they want to put their best foot forward. They want to make it to the next level. So let's see which of these athletes stand out today.
Everything is on the line, and let's see how this goes. It looks like Life will be kicking off in black, going left to right to BYU in white on the right. Kicking off is going to be Nina Mason. She is in her graduate year here. She hails from Pennsylvania. She will kick to the right-hand side of the field. Gathered well by BYU, immediately charging up the 5-meter, supported by her teammates. Life not even bothering to contest the breakdown here. Ball through the backs to the forwards. Bryn Carter slotting at 9, able to get it back to Avery Morgan. Just a mishandle here, well met by Cora Hoy.
Well done, jump on that ball.
BYU able to regather on the ground. Life applying pressure here. That is Calissa Brooke with the carry. Cora Hoy again looking to disrupt the breakdown and cause havoc. Backs played out the back, and just a mishandle there. Ball a little too far in front from BYU. We will have our first line out of the day about 10 meters out, with Life knocking on the door.
Yeah, that's the start that Life would be looking for. You know, great kickoff. It was well taken by BYU, but straight away, Life are just clinical and applying pressure and forcing errors, and now they're in a prime attacking position.
Very interesting setup here. You can see the 10, 11, and 12 are all within this line-out setup. Interested to see who will receive this ball and how they choose to go forward. Our back spot, in fact, ball is out wide. We will have the knock on to BYU. Good skill execution by the backs on their lift out there, certainly in preparation for 7th season in a few weeks.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think they were going for there, Carly, with the weird setup?
Probably the deception of it, and it's harder to defend because I think in that scenario, you stand there and you look at, shoot, do we match the numbers? And if we don't, are we at risk for this blowover maul? And if not, then we just have no numbers outside. Are we comfortable defending with 4 people out there, whatever it may be? Well taken out the back by Alana King.
There's a strong scrum there by Life. We'll see if that's going to be the way it goes today.
Yeah, here we are again, still in territory to score here for them. Leo Petty's braids are looking very sharp.
Nice and tight.
I'm sure they have multiple team braiders in the team.
It's a big blind here, Carly. We'll see if Life try to swing around. It doesn't look like BYU have 1 over to defend a lot of space.
And the 9 is back in the pocket. We'll see how comfortable they are with that. Hattie Greenwood playing out the back here. 2 strike runners off the 10. Really
Big
well
tackle.
met by the defense of BYU. Hands are on the ball.
Wow,
Great
what a play
execution
there.
there by BYU. That is number 12, Alyssa Hine. She is here to play, not taking no for an answer. Great effort by her.
That is a big play.
Well, a huge stand down by them. Yeah, you've been on our field for 3 phases, started off our own error, but we're not going to lay down for you.
Yeah, let's look at that. The center, Hine, just getting up, reading the play perfectly, and double effort to get on the ball afterwards. What a freaking play.
Really clear picture by her to just get hands-on and show multiple active pulls on the ball, because that's what refs are looking for nowadays.
Yeah, that just shows BYU are not going to be walked over in this game. They're here to play.
Contested well in the air by Life, regathered. Hoy moves it to the likes of Opeti, able to make a break down the center, supported by Nina Mason. Hattie Greenwood having a go on her own. Cora Hoy again, able to jump rocks there, able to play. Mercy Vivau, quick pick and go here. Benitez out the back. Cece Rose having a go. Well, lost forward again. Great defense there by BYU. That was number 10. Avery Morgan just so relentless in her timing and where she's coming from and the angles in which she's hitting through.
Yeah, Life, they've got such a dangerous attack, and it looks like BYU have said, hey, we're just going to get up and apply pressure and try to force turnovers. And that's the way that they're looking to deal with it, and it's worked out pretty well for them so far.
It definitely has, and I will say, like, the most competitive game Life has had this season was at the Fall Classic, playing the Peaks, which is essentially an all-star team that looks to create opportunities for players that are within the pathway or have slightly aged out of U23s, whatever it may be, but are still players we need to be looking at and giving opportunities to. And so I'm sure BYU took notes on that and just sees nobody's been able to apply pressure to them. So can they handle that when it comes down to it? Good little exit there by BYU. We will have the scrum down. Oh, sorry, line out to Life, just outside their attacking 22.
Here's a chance for Life to put in a play off the training park.
Quick pot up in the middle through Salisbury. Hands of Opeti supported by Hoy and Mason. Ball's available for Greenwood, looking to play back. Benitez hitting Cora Hoy on the strike. Benitez having to step in at 9 here, no issues.
BYU are just
Ajane Barner slotting in at 13 today. We usually get to see her burning the bridges out on the wing, so I'm excited to see what a threat she can be there. Greenwood working hard to get there, using her forwards. Benitez out the back to Mason.
Good
Mason,
shape.
great show and go. Able to get that off to Vivau. Greenwood again playing quick. Benitez with a miss pass. We have advantage here to Life for the knock-on. Greenwood coming through the breakdown, hitting captain AJ Hoy on the carry, knocking on the door here. Life has entered the 5. Another forward strike pod here by Sofia Fernandez. Gets the offload off to Nina Mason. We still have advantage in play. We're just going to come back. Yeah. Good patience by the referee to give that picture. Something I know I've been working on in my refereeing is, would the team be more beneficial in this aspect to play the quick tap? If it were me in this position, what would I want? I was never the quickest 9. So that's actually my first thought. But depending on how a game's going, you know, if our set piece isn't functioning, I don't want to come back to that option.
No, you just want to go. I just didn't know if it looks like it was just a knock-on advantage.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Because if that was a penalty advantage, it would have been a little bit of a
No,
different
just
scenario.
the knock-on. We had the initial player come through with one hand, and we're just going to reset.
Yeah, it looked like Lawson was going for a little intercept.
Yeah. Which, fine decision, but especially in this part of the field, definitely got to show 2 hands. Yeah, because at that point it could be deemed cynical and you're going in for the penalty try, which you don't need to start a game like that. Life, good setup here. You can see 13 stacked on 12, 15 stepped into the main play. Nevaeh Elliott has time on the edge to Olivia Frisbee out wide. These are some 7 stars. Frisbee, good carry, able to go forward. BYU is on the ball.
Oh, that's
and
another.
And they get the turnover again.
Wow, what a
Unbelievable
steal.
work by BYU. That is again number 12, Alyssa Hine. Unbelievable efforts by her.
2 incredible moments from her to really get her team out of jail.
And game-defining moments. Strike goes off the outside of the foot there. Remains in play. Cece Rose gathering out the back here. working into the open field. You see Salisbury working hard for her to remain an option. Ball in one hand there. Okay, Sarevi. Hattie Greenwood working. We're going to play back in field. AJ Hoy, Opeti, Nevaeh Elliott. Just a mishandle there. Well met by the BYU defense. We have a knock-on advantage to BYU. Let's see what they can do with it. Great effort there by Frisbee to make that sticking tackle. BYU organizing their forwards. You see Emily Peterson just stepping in there, trying to organize a bit. BYU looks a little
bit
lost in their structure, right? And tough transition ball, and this is exactly the instance of potentially let's just have it and give them the option to go forward. Their set piece has been strong. It has been consistent thus far.
We'll look at this moment again from Hine. Life was just marking. It looked like they were gonna get a few more meters, gonna try, but Hine had another thing up in her mind. And twice now she's turned the ball over in really big moments for her team.
Well, and she has been fearless in both of those. You see her tuck her head. She knows exactly where the ball's going to be. Gets a very clear picture of it. And the risk and reward there has just paid off for her thus far. Ball shoots straight out of the scrum here. Hoy off quick, able to take on the 9. Regather the ball there by Hoy. Turnover to Life. BYU now has possession again. A little back and forth here. Let's see if BYU can lock this down. We are in from the side. Okay, we had initial knock on by Hoy in her contesting for the breakdown. We will scrum down again to BYU. The last scrum was probably the fastest one we've had yet. That ball just shot straight down tunnel 1. You can see the 9 is defending in the pocket on the strong side. Just being prepared to get out to the 8-man if they pick or the first attacker.
Yeah, we'll see here. It's a big moment for BYU to try to get some go forward and get out of their own half.
Yeah, and you'll see 9 definitely has the first responsibility of the first viable attacker there because that's a lot of space.
With the face.
Ball well blocked by Opeti, gathered by BYU on the ground. Slowing it down, finding their structure. That's Hines through the boot. Great kick, great skill execution by Hines. Unbelievable ability to turn the defense there. Nevaeh Elliott has time, has Frisbee back in the pocket as needed.
And that's Hine again, chasing her own kick all the way down the field.
Unbelievable efforts by her. Great point of contact. Hattie Greenwood kicks it back into the 22. Benitez is able to exit, turn the BYU defense. That is Avery Morgan back there alone.
See now that BYU needs to hold.
We're getting
so
in a bit of a quick
penalty.
battle. Yes, we had Peterson bring everyone on there, but we do need more energy of people working back. Salisbury not held, able to go again. CC Rose able to play quick ball there. I think you'll begin to notice. So CC Rose has played quite a few games at 9 this season for them. And if you watch carefully, I think you'll begin to notice that depending where they are on the field, positioning left-hand side, right-hand side, you will just see her and Greenwood interchange essentially between
That's really
who
useful.
is playing 9, right?
Yeah.
They both have a really solid skill set and are comfortable clearly slotting into other positions as well. So why not take full advantage of that and be just a really dynamic attacking side that doesn't have to slow their pace of play anytime we've gone one end to the other, whatever it may be.
Yeah, exactly. Having that luxury really gives a lot more capabilities to your attack.
Ball out the back quickly. Morgan stepping in. Hines breaking through the middle. Ball's available. Played well. Turned over. Cora Hoy again on the ball. Always looking for the ball here and creating opportunities for herself. Benitez out to Mason.
Big
Barner
overlap.
splitting the gap. Ajane Barner having a go down the wing.
She's fast.
And she is going to bring it in for Life. First try of the day on the board. That is Ajane Barner.
Really well worked play here by Life. Suck in all the BYU defense, and BYU all day have been getting up high in D to try to frustrate the Life attack. So they know if they hold their feet and they're good with their hands, they'll get around them. So here you can see BYU are just very tight, and they have the policy to get up and try to close, which has worked for them so far, but it also leaves you exposed on the edge. And number 13, Barner, sees that, and accelerates into the space.
And again, Barner's usually slotting out in the 11, 14, 15 for them, so we know she has the wheel. She's certainly a powerful runner. Good strike here by Nina Mason. Takes Life to a 7-0 lead going into the 13th minute of this match. I think for me as well, in seeing that replay, you have Nina Mason reading the shooting defender, and every other attacker remains patient with her and backs her into that space, letting her know, hey, you have time, but we're still here when you can get your hands free, and they just support, and Barner's able to take it to the house.
Yeah, you can see that BYU have the clear policy that they're just going to get up no matter their numbers, and like we said earlier, it's frustrated the Life attack. And now, though, Life recognizing that, just hold their feet a little bit and are able to exploit that decision by BYU.
We have Hines here kicking off for BYU. Nice little contestable strike there, but it's not going to go 10. We will reset in the center with a scrum to Life. This is a good attacking platform for Life. I'm excited to see how they choose to go. Looks like they have a 3-3 split here. We could have Captain Hoy play either direction or create an overlap with Greenwood. We have Nina Mason heading up the left-hand side attack and Benitez on the right.
Yeah,
we're gonna play through Mason. Cece Rose.
There you see it again.
Quick move, Frisbee on the edge. She is slippery, able to keep it in, gets it to Rose. They're both freshmen. Hattie Greenwood, quick footwork, good adjustment there. Salisbury in support. Vival able to clear that out. Benitez through Fernandez.
Life getting on top
Hoy
and
ready on the
there.
edge, playing at the line, great hands. And that is Danny Tala'u'o coming in for Life.
Yeah, we'll look at that original break on the scrum. Life went with a 3-3 attack and just saw the clear 3-on-2 on the open side, and BYU again showing that they want to get up high in D. It's a risky but rewarding thing, and this time the risk was just too much, and Life gets so much momentum off that first break, and it's just BYU on skates trying to figure out things on the fly, and Life were just too good to get it down there.
Well, and how impressive off that first break that you have both Olivia Frisbee and Cece Rose are both freshmen. Cece Rose has 12 years of rugby experience under her belt. And just to be at the age of 18, 19 and already have that much experience is just incredible, and it's certainly showing in her ability to read a field and back herself into space.
Yeah, you would never think she's a freshman the way she goes about her business out there.
Definitely. You hear the crowds, the passion. They love Tala'u'o. She looks very comfortable out on the 15-meter channel, which is great to see from a hooker. There we go.
Good
Great kick
kickoff.
by Hines. Gathered by O'Petty. Gonna have a go. Salisbury blowing over this breakdown. Greenwood providing the ball. Miss pass out to Hoy.
Hine getting up again, making a shot and jumping on the ball.
Gathered
She's just
well
everywhere.
by BYU. Oh. We will go back to a knock-on.
I think it might have been Hoy there disrupting the breakdown, making a little bit of a mess of it for BYU. It seems like every time Carter for BYU pulls the ball out, she's getting hands on her.
Well, I will say in her defense, you can no longer play the 9. That is illegal. If you are a rucker or joined to the Ruckanani aspect, they get a meter of play before you can engage them. So in this instance, we're certainly walking a very fine line. Greenwood gets it out to Benitez, sees a little half gap, well offloaded to Barner. Here she goes again. Barner and Elliott in the channel. Barner works hard to get ball available. Hattie Greenwood's there. Hoy on the front foot. BYU still working hard to get back on sides. Mason stepping up. Talua again on the go. Offload to Mason. In support is Hattie Greenwood. Nina Mason is under the sticks. Life is in for their third try of the day.
Just a perfectly executed play from Life again. They're seeing the gaps in this BYU defense. Again, BYU are being very brave, but I might question the line speed off the center field scrum. You're really exposed in that instance. The hardest place of the field to defend. You know, in my opinion, probably just best to stay connected, especially against a team like Life that are so good at exploiting little gaps.
Definitely, I would, as a teammate in general, prefer connection. That's what gives me a lot of confidence in defense. I'm not the biggest player. I want to hit through the angles I'm in, and when I know you're inside talking to me really confidently, that I can back myself into that hit. Mason is going to take the extras for her try, and she is good. Life leads 17-0 to BYU in the 18th minute. Nina Mason has just been such a stalwart since she got to Life. She was a great player in high school, played at Doylestown, coached by Stacey Mancuso. Stacey's done well to build a really prominent program. She has a number of high school girls coming out of that program that have been capped, will be capped, and continue to get great educations through the sport of rugby and the opportunities that she's able to give them. Hine kicking off again to the right-hand side of Life.
That's a better one there. Great contestable.
Very contestable. Gathered well by Fernandez. Hands are in there. Ball turned over. Ball as well.
BYU look to turn into attack here if they can get there.
Brooke. Carter moving the ball out. Forwards reloading here for BYU. Hines stepping in at first hands. Little switch there. Nice. Good footwork by Lawson. Good little half break met by Hoy. Hines stepping up. Great carry there by Tyrell. Hugely defended by CC Rose. She has no fear in those breakdowns. Ella Ebby with the carry here. Heavily contested by Life. When is the time to join? Ball is picked up. Wow, great pickup there by
well
BYU.
Done to get there.
Tough pass. Ball's available. Turned over well by Life.
Yeah, they're being really physical at all these breakdowns.
Definitely. Leo Petty getting her hands free. CC Rose available for the offload. Life is just blowing through these breakdowns no matter who's in them. Opeti again having a half gap. Salisbury able to get it backwards.
Good
Nina Mason. Frisbee in support. Nina Mason again, magic footwork here. Hoy to Hoy. Quick tip.
Decent connection there.
BYU on the ball. Life is able to maintain. Bonita is going for the kick pass. Oh. Good timing by Elliott. I would love to see that kick just a little more upfield. Ideally beyond the 22. It would definitely be easier for Elliott to get more appropriate timing
Life are just
on that.
playing on the front foot here. Offloads into contact. Good pickup. Good feet. They just keep going forward, and it's really causing havoc for this BYU defense.
I would say they're playing very unapologetically right now, which I expect nothing less. One, because it's Life, but two, because you are playing for a national title, and it's nothing is stopping them in that entire phase. Never once had anyone in the frame of view stopped their feet. They were all always prepared to keep ball alive and continue the flow of play. We do have a slight injury on the field right now, getting eval'd. Hopefully this player is okay. If you're in the BYU huddle right now, what's one point that you want to hammer home going into the back half of this first half?
Yeah, I think BYU have showed a lot of promise in different phases of this game. I think they're making some individual decisions where if they make them in 2s and 3s, they'll probably be better on the defensive side of the ball. And then when they do get into attack, just to stay calm and confident and find their structure. Anything from you, Carly?
definitely great points. I think they're still in this. Like, it's only 19-0. They've had a lot of heart. They've had game-changing moments from the get with Hines just in the face, making huge hits, turning over balls when it matters. All of the teams that have played this weekend have had great opportunities to be able to see what the future could be for them, you know? Following these matches is going to be the USA versus New Zealand and Canada versus Australia. And all of these teams did have the opportunity in conjunction with USA Rugby to go to the team's run through yesterday and have the opportunity to interact with the players. And just, I'm awesome. A very big believer of if you can see it, you can be it, because I know 100%. That's what lit my match and my pathway. And how important for them to see it in this exact scenario where, hey, all eyes are on them. USA coaches and selectors are on site for this match. They are watching these games. They have been following the season. Now all eyes are on them before the big dance tonight, and then they get to see everything they witnessed yesterday and the interactions they had really actioned on the field in front of them and what that can look like.
Yeah, it's such a cool thing to do this in conjunction with the test match and get all the girls together.
BYU works it out the back of the scrub. Hines through the boot. Great kick. Wow. Again, great kick. Gathered well by Elliott in the backfield with Rose. Cutting across the field here. Can she straighten up?
Great tackle, and Hines on it.
Hines on it again, and we are definitely around the neck.
Not getting the reward. Okay. Unfortunate there for her.
Yeah, tough outcome, but huge bravery by her. Just off the shin there, BYU able to regather the ball. Great outcome for them right there. What a transfer of pressure. Before they were inside their 22, and now they're in their attacking 40. Just a mishandle there by Brooke Bergeson. Able to make the tackle and slow life down. Opeti moves it
better
through
defensive
Taula.
Shape there for sure from BYU.
Nevaeh Elliott turning upfield. CeCe Rose first in support. Life working through their forwards. Rebuilding, we have a huge overload here. Opeti to Taua.
Try score, I think.
Huge carry by her. Hattie Greenwood does well to play the ball quickly for Life. We have a full backside available here. Benitez to Mason. Barner on the edge. We have a 2-on-1 opportunity. Barner's going to back herself into space. Turn on the burners. Here she goes, cutting up the defenders, and she will walk it in under the post. Ajane Barner in for Life's 4th try of the day.
She's just got another gear that a lot of these women don't have. You can see as soon as she gets a little glimpse of light, she takes off. Look at that again. Ajane Barner. This Life attack and this Life backline are just so comfortable in their phases, and they know once they get it to this girl, she has the wheels to get it done.
Definitely great job by Addie Greenwood to be in frame. It did make me laugh a little. You can see the outside wing kind of turned off a little, being like, yeah, she's got it. Give her the ball. She's got it, but stay in frame, stay in option. Anything can happen. One ankle tap away from having to create fastball. Kick is good by Nina Mason. Life leads BYU 24-0. Here again, Barner catches the ball on the move, burns 2 defenders, leaves them in the dust, burns the final 15, and is able to walk it under the post. Just unbelievable finishing ability by her. And it is great seeing her be able to, it seems to me she's become a stronger physical presence on the field in the last year. I know Life focuses a lot on their work inside the gym, so it's clearly showing for me here that she is just fully backing her full power across the board. Gathered well here by Frisbee. Quick footwork. Greenwood organizing her troops. BYU looking confident in what they're running.
Life looking to play from deep.
Benitez moving it out to Mason, supported by Rose. Inside the 22. Hoyt. Picked off by Hines. Hines will take it in! Wow. BYU in for the try, their first points of the day.
You could see Life wanting to play from so deep in her own territory, and this BYU team is very brave indeed. And I was thinking, hey, maybe smart to stick to what you do best, and BYU took advantage, and Hine, the woman that's been everywhere for BYU today, stepped up again.
Unbelievable timing by her. Just a disconnect there by Life. One pass too many, not needed. They are all great ball carriers. Just go forward.
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit cocky from Life to play from that deep, but hey, bit of life in the BYU team now.
Absolutely. Avery Morgan going for the extras here. Left-footed kicker, and the points are good. We stand at Life 26, BYU 7.
Nice little fade to that kick. There's Hine again.
Really good momentum shift here for BYU. We are in the back half of the first period.
Yeah, you need to get something going before you go into the sheds. I know we still have 14 minutes till then, but really needed, and Hine really stepped up, put the team on her back there.
Well, she has continued to shine in moments of desperation almost for BYU. Ball is kicked deep.
Well taken.
Gathered by Milano. BYU supporting their own breakdown just outside the 22. Brought back. Hines working through her forwards. Great ball movement.
Pass.
Good width.
Life just set up so quickly in defense.
BYU taking opportunities here. Avery Morgan going to touch. We will have the line out to Life just outside the 40.
You can see that BYU want to try to play, but Life just set up so quickly and are so disciplined that there's really nowhere for them to go.
Yeah, but I do think that was the first time they looked really confident in their shape. Like, that was the first time Hines really pushed her pass, used the potential of all three options in her structure. Ball, Greenwood to Opeti.
Strong carry.
Always is. Greenwood out to Eval. Benitez has an over and under. Cece Rose breaking through the line. Can she create separation for herself? Greenwood having to be the first to clear. We have BYU over the ball. That is turned over again by Hines. Unbelievable work by her. She has just been a terror to this Life attack so far. That is her third turnover of the day. Huge carry here by Lucille Taylor, well supported by her teammates. We just went from inside their 22 to almost the 40-meter for BYU.
Another great pass.
Carry there by Ashley Terrell. Well defended by Life. Opeti's gonna have a go and snake herself in. Try time for Lay Opeti. She says, "Hi, Mom. I hope you're watching."
See, BYU, and I mean, obviously through Hine, have made such big plays, but as a team across the board, Life have just kind of smothered them in this scenario. You see in that wide breakdown, BYU showing up to it with hands instead of shoulders, and that's where Life take advantage and get the turnover at that wide breakdown.
Well, and you see no hesitation from the forwards here. That is Fernandez and Talua coming in saying, "Hey, we got this." She started the drive. I'm going to back her through it. And Opeti having a very clean-cut picture and being able to slice and dice and get that in there.
Yeah, it's two strong front rowers from Life taking on a scrum half and a wing for BYU.
Nina Mason.
Body height really needed to be a little bit better from BYU there to secure the ball.
The extras are good by Mason. Life leads 31-7. Leo Petty looks like she's having a good time out there. That's so good to see. Hine will restart this game again. Great strike by her, very contestable. Oh. Great timing there by Abby Whitney. Just the handling error.
That's exactly what you wanted. The perfect placement, the perfect chase, just missed it.
Yeah, it does look like the landing was tough, yeah. You know, I have a personal policy that I don't catch high balls unless it's in a game, so at least it was more worth it than training.
For sure.
I've just jammed too many fingers in training. Oh, God, her timing was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was perfect.
And her bravery in that, like knowing she was running into two bodies, fully prepared, tracking that ball. Oh, her angle, you see the C line out to come in. Great tracking, well coached there by Coach Whippy.
She'll be all right. Yeah, it looks like she's okay. She'll get right back into it.
We will just have the scrum down here to life on the left-hand side. It looks like we have Barner stacked at first hands with Elliott behind her. Benitez has bounced out. She is flat with Mason. Let's see what Life do to capitalize off this opportunity.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Life really push it to the edge here. They've got such good skills.
Mason coming in at first hands. Quick snap there to CC Rose.
Putting a 15 short off 12.
Greenwood having to clear that breakdown. Mason looking to play 9. Opeti plays it away. Benitez, little shift there, dies with the ball.
Ryan getting up in D. And
Hoy off her feet there, giving a penalty opportunity to BYU.
you know what it was? It was Hine showing up at that breakdown, getting Hoy to jump in there because she's seeing her all over the park. And Hoy just came in a little bit too hot off her feet.
They've got her number now. Kick to touch by Avery Morgan.
Back kick, they're right around the 22.
Great strike.
Yeah, great opportunity here for BYU to put a set play in and see if they can't march down a little bit closer.
Definitely entering the feeding zone. Let's see what they can do on this line out. The last one was heavily contested by Salisbury. Full line out here. Life looked to not even contest. There they go, up at 1.
Oh, fingertips.
Gathered well. Get it? Can they
Good
get it
set.
back? Hine coming in around the back. Opeti is just over the ball. Ball's
Just
available for BYU. Gonna run back towards support here. Ashley Terrell with the carry, supported well by Peterson. Bryn Carter having to go. Lucille Taylor again
She's
knocking
had some
on the
strong
door.
carries today.
She is so reliable. She does her job so well for this team. Brooke
Big leg
Ferguson,
drive.
huge carry. Huge
Big leg
effort there
drive.
by Lana King to just tackle the tackler and get her through this space. BYU on the 5. Hine, little footwork, little wiggle. What can she do?
She's still going.
Keep going. Dana Neff in support here. Let's get her down, create a breakdown. Playing through her forwards.
Life getting up really hard here.
Turnover, ball to
into a
Life.
turnover.
Hattie Greenwood. We have a penalty here for offsides by Life. Good opportunity here for BYU. Let's see what they can do. Their forwards have been relentless thus far in their ability to drive each other through space.
Looks like Taylor wants to get her hands on the ball here. There she goes.
Lucille Taylor, oh, we have advantage again. Tackle above 90, very dangerous there. Let's go cynical. Time is off.
Anytime you see that pulling the leg up past parallel to the ground, you're gonna get either a penalty or potentially a card.
Well, and one, it's unsafe. There's no reason to do it, but especially in this part of the field.
Yeah.
Why put yourself in that position?
Yeah, just completely unnecessary.
Very generous by the referee here. We will restart with a penalty again to BYU, but this is the second penalty against Life within the 22. Within scoring opportunity,
she's had that
nonetheless.
The next one could be being sent.
Avery Morgan going alone here. The forwards getting ready to pick and go. Can they maintain ball possession here?
She's down.
There we go. Ball's available here.
Space
Morgan
there.
gonna go alone. She is over. Try is awarded. Avery Morgan, great vision to see where the line is, know exactly, hey, I've taken an angle, but if I get this extension and maintain possession, we are in.
Yeah,
huge effort there by her.
It was all about winning the contact battle there. she decided to go, and when she did, her teammates probably were thinking, oh gosh, here we go. But she saw the line, she stretched out, and she got it down.
They did
Great
have
play.
the overload, but huge IQ of her to just back herself. Body Greenwood straight up and down. That's where they met, and get a clear grounding on the line.
Great stretch.
Morgan will go in for the extras.
It's awesome to see BYU really get so excited about their attack. This all kind of started by at that line out when they looked like they were going to jump in the front. They went to the back, set a really nice platform to drive off of, and from there earned a couple of penalties from Life. The next thing you know, they're scoring a try.
Great strike by Morgan there, fully through the post. Life leads BYU 33-14 with under 7 minutes remaining in this half. Little friendship tap there. Hey girl, I got your number. I respect what you're doing, but we're still in this.
Exactly.
No one's gonna lie down easy for a national title.
Yeah, a lot of smiles going on here. BYU is gonna look to try to get another one before the halftime whistle.
Kick goes
Great
deep.
take.
Huge take by BYU there. Very clear release picture there by Opeti. Comes away with the ball. I expect nothing less of her. She is an absolute beast around the breakdown. Greenwood plays out wide through the likes of Rose, supported well by Cora Hoy. Rose breaks the first tackle. Greenwood in support. Green is able to cut back in, and she is in.
What a finish.
Greenwood's efforts pay off. She has been available for almost every single offload and every single try, and she finally gets her moment.
Yeah. This transition attack after Opeti's steal, she's so strong over the breakdown, gets a good pull, comes away with the ball, and then Life immediately transition into attack. And they're not playing any shape, they're just playing on top. You can see the pass is pushing them forward onto the line, and it's really hard to defend when attack is coming at you and you're retreating. Well-worked finish.
Really great transition play and skill execution there by Life. Again, they are always on their horses, playing the front foot and just prepared for quite literally anything. Mason with the extras. Life lead 40-14.
Yeah, you can see why Life have had such a strong season. They capitalize on every little mistake that BYU are making and turning defense into attack so quickly. It's really cool to watch.
It's very seamless for them. You can tell they probably play a lot of quick transition games within their training environment. And I know for me, I would rather be playing rugby-based scenario conditionings than just running on the line. And
I'm with you.
that is definitely
100%.
showing here that they've been able to do that and increase their IQ along the way while doing that. BYU with the restart, gathered by Opeti.
Taylor coming in with a
Met
shot.
well by
with,
Brooke Bergeson.
Yeah.
Heavily contested. Greenwood's playing it out to Hoy. Ball is just lost forward there on the handling error.
Good attacking spot here for BYU to try to put a good play in.
We will restart with the scrum to BYU in their attacking half. The platforms so far have been pretty consistent. Opeti just getting a little look at.
Yeah, she's just such a standout for this Life team. Causing havoc at breakdowns, getting turnovers, strong carries in attack.
She is just so dynamic. You know, she has a history of playing for the Danville Oaks. That is such a long-standing program out of Hayward, California. They've created a number of international players, including the Hingano sisters. They've both Mata has played both 7s and 15s, while Letty is capped for 15s. She's also played across Life West and been training within the Rhinos Academy. So Leigh has really taken every opportunity to develop herself in a multifaceted approach so she can be the best player that she's capable of being, no matter what the picture entails.
Yeah, well, it's no surprise she's such a standout today.
Really stable platform there by BYU to the boot from Morgan. She meets Rose well. BYU organizing their defense. Greenwood through the likes of Cora Hoy. We have Mason setting up in the pocket here. Forward pod back left. Salisbury to Talua.
Strong carry.
Playing it back. Benitez to the boot.
Yeah, it looks like Life have learned their lesson there, trying to play too much deep in their own territory.
Peterson is the only one home. Players are working back to support her. Secure that ball. Oh, the ball is out.
The ball was out.
Salisbury, good heads-up play by them to see that.
Here's this transition attack.
Vival on the move. Benitez stepping up out the back to Mason. Great
Good
defense
spot,
there by
tackle.
BYU. Finding their connection again, not shooting too soon. Benitez with
Much
Barner,
better, yes.
well met by Hine. As always, what a threat. Ball is out here. Fernandez. Opeti having a go. BYU just heavily contesting at the
Come
point of
back for the
contact.
advantage. BYU just getting a little bit too eager with their line speed. I thought it was really good defense there from BYU. As long as they can stay disciplined with their offsides, they're really looking pretty good.
Yeah, they've definitely tightened up their defensive system. They look more confident getting off the line. It's clear they've found their 2s and 3s and are able to identify who the biggest threat is in the picture and just meet them and put them on the back foot.
Yeah, instead of one shooting out of the line, it's all of them coming up high together. You can have line speed and stay connected. It's tough, but it looks like they're starting to find that.
Definitely. We are nearing halftime here. Life is forming their maul. We have all forwards involved. Good job by BYU to swim through there. That's Bergeson creating havoc. Good adjustment. Greenwood plays it out.
Flat.
We have Rose and Barner striking in. Forward pod heavy around the corner. Taua to Salisbury. Salisbury, ball's picked off by Bergeson. Unbelievable timing by her. Cora Hoy's off her feet there to try and contest that ball. Ball's available.
She'll just
Morgan will come back
Trying
for the
to get rid of
penalty.
it.
Yeah, a lot of pressure there. A lot of pressure.
Here we go, back to that. Here's the big, just hit by one, hit by another.
Just unbelievable to come away with that. You know, Salisbury kind of jumped in to the tackle there, and almost a little bit of magic by Bergeson to just essentially catch her as she was falling and come away with that.
Yeah. BYU have come to put some shots on, that's for sure. They're not afraid of contact, and they want to make some big tackles, and they're going to have to, and they're going to have to continue to.
Yeah, BYU has always been a very strong program, and again, the fact that this year they made the decision to be across 2 different markets has clearly benefited them and made them more comfortable in what they're doing. As we go into halftime, what's one point you would give each team, Bryce?
I think BYU need to stay confident and back themselves still. They need to get excited when they have the ball and attack. Life, they've been pretty darn clinical today. They're transitioning really well. Just one thing, probably don't get too cocky playing way deep from your territory. You'll have Hine intercepting and scoring again. But a great first half. The scoreboard is a little bit bigger than what the game has really shown. But excited for a really contested second half to come.
Definitely. Let's see how they come out and compete. Steel Dynamics is the title sponsor of the 2026 CRAA National Championship Series. Steel Dynamics, the new frontier of growth. Today's match is brought to you by 8x8 Sports, the presenting sponsor and official apparel partner of the College Rugby Association of America. 8x8 Sports, we move you forward. Looking to take your rugby team overseas? With Irish Rugby Tours, travel to Ireland, the UK, and Europe for international matches, pro-level training, and unforgettable memories. Start your journey now at irishrugbytours.com. We'll be back after the half. Hi all, this is Carly Waters coming back to the feed. Due to lightning storms in the area of Heart Health Park, in addition to the 2 Pacific 4 Series matches scheduled for this afternoon, CRAA has made the hard decision to conclude the D1 National Championship match at halftime. Life University will be awarded the win and named the 2026 national champions. This result was not taken lightly, where the experience of both Life and BYU student athletes were fully considered. However, the safety of all involved must be prioritized. We congratulate both teams on their season and appreciate their understanding through this challenging circumstance. Thank you again for tuning in, and have a great night.